Welcome, Stampers. I'm hoping my light is okay. It looks a little shadowy here, so I'm gonna just try and play around a little bit with my lighting. Sorry, it looked okay before I started, but now I'm getting some shadows, so we'll see what I can do. Hopefully I can fix it up. And welcome. Sorry for coming in a little bit late today. We were at our Stamping Symphony Christmas party today, so I couldn't come on at my regular time, but what a blessing just being part of such a wonderful group of people. It's just absolutely amazing what Stamping Up has brought into my life and the wonderful people that I've met. I'd love to give a shout out to Lena Gersa. So she's the leader of the Stamping Symphony, and she has kindly adopted me into her group. And look at what she provided for everybody at the Christmas party tonight. Isn't that gorgeous? It's absolutely stunning. And inside, look at this, it's Stamping Symphony. She had it all engraved for the team, and what an amazing team it is. Thank you, Lena. I'll hold that very close to my heart. I just love it. And it's such a beautiful box. Look at the tree. Look how gorgeous this is. Thank you. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, and I just dropped it on my computer. That's not good. Okay, I'm just going to try and, again, refresh my screen because Facebook just doesn't like me these days. I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing, but I would love to be able to see comments if there's anybody out there watching with me. And it's just not coming in. All right. Well, here we go. I'm going to get started anyway. So we are going to make this card today. And I bought this stamp set at the very beginning when we were able to do the pre-order, and I haven't really had time to play with it until now, and I'm really sad because I had so much fun creating these cards. So this is the stamp set. It's called Snowfront. Okay, and here it is in the holiday catalog. All right, you get 17 stamps. It's a two-step stamp, and it's $28. And there's just so many different scenes that you can build with this stamp set. So if anybody is watching and commenting, I'm sorry, I'm not ignoring you. I just can't see my comments for some reason. I will figure Facebook out one of these days. By then, it'll probably be obsolete, but I will figure it out. All right, so we're going to be playing with this stamp set. What we will need today is, all right, we will need United Navy cardstock, just a regular piece of cardstock cut in half, scored down the middle, so that's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. We will need a piece of Seaside spray, and this is one of the new ink colors. This is 5 1/4 by 4. And then we will need a piece of watercolor paper. Okay, and this is 5 by 3 3/4. And this is the Stampin' Up watercolor paper. It is amazing. It is such good quality. You don't want to use anything else. And then we will need just a piece of Whisper White, standard size, 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside. And then we'll just need a couple little pieces of scrap here. I have it 1 inch by 4 1/4 and 3/4 of an inch. And we'll just be creating our sentiment from that. All right. So as you noticed, there's no sentiment with the Snowfront. So if you do want wording on it, you do need to pair it with something. So I am going to be using the Merry Christmas from the Snowman season. And then for the inside, I'm going to be using this wonderful saying here that says, "May the spirit of peace gently fill your heart and home in this most wonderful time of year." And that's from the Peaceful Boughs. Okay, all right. So the ink colors that I'm going to be using are The other thing that you do need too, which I totally forgot about, is a brayer. Okay, so we're going to be doing a little bit of braying. We do need our silver Delicata, Old Olive, Early Espresso, Seaside Spray, and Night of Navy. All right, and then we will also need our Dazzling Diamonds and our Ice Stamping Glitter and our Shimmer Crystal Effects, and that's just to give it a little bling at the end. All right, so let's get started. I will move everything out of the way so I don't lose everything, because that's what I typically do, is I have it all in neat little piles trying to be organized, and then I lose it, and then I can't find it. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to use the sponge brayer, and we're going to bray the sky. Okay, so as you can see here, I've just come partway down the paper for the nighttime sky, and I've just done it in Night of Navy, and then left most of the card white to simulate snow. Okay, so we're going to get started with that. All right. Again, so little trick, this is all dirty, I'm going to have ink all over me by the end of it. This is from a class on the weekend and I haven't had time to clean up. Easy way to get into our new stamps sets is just put some pressure on the end and it pops up, and there you go. So it's little tricks, tips and tricks. All right, so to brayer, you're just going to take your brayer in the same direction and just ink it up. Okay, so I'm just going to ink it up. It does make a mess on your table, so you do want some paper underneath you. And you're going to start off your paper, okay, and just bring it down. I'm going to move this one out of the way so I don't get it all dirty. And we're just going to bring it down as far as you want it. Okay, and just go up and down, keep applying color until you get the look that you want. So again, off the page, and I'm just doing it really lightly. I'm not pushing hard, I'm just going back and forth. Okay, and again, like that. And that's it. How easy is that? Beautiful sky. So there's different things. I'm gonna, actually, I'll show you two different ways we can do a starry sky. So let me just quickly create another sky on this one. And I'm gonna move that so I don't get a sky in my snow. All right, again, you just start off the paper, come down as far as you want, and you keep going. You can make it really dark at the top if you want. Whatever you want, it's just keep going until you're happy with it. All right, so I will put my brayer out of the way, and those are really easy to clean. All you do is run it under the tap and all the ink comes flying out of it, so it's great. So there's two different ways that you can make kind of like a starry sky. So these are our oh my goodness, watercolor pens, I guess. I can't remember what they're called. Somebody help me. All right, so all you do is you just want to make sure it's clean and that you don't have residual ink there. All you need to do is just kind of splatter, and you can see that the water is making little drops. Okay, so we'll just leave that and let that dry, and we'll see what that effect has a little bit later. The other way we can do it is using the silver ink and just make some stars, just some random stars in the sky. You probably won't be able to see these on the camera because they're just very subtle, but they just add a little bit of texture into your sky. And that's it. All right, I am going to clean that silver ink off right away because it does tend to get a little sticky on your ink pads or on your stamps. So I'm just going to quickly come in here and get that off. All right. So now we start building our scene. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to, let me turn my volume off. All right, I'm going to take the house and I'm going to stick the house up in the sky. So he's showing, so he's up in the distance of my scene. All right, I should really, because these are photopolymer, I should really get my mat and put it underneath so I can get a good imprint. I will do that in a second. But the other thing that we're doing, because we are on watercolor paper, I'm just going to take my watercolor and I'm just going to add a little bit of water here. And you can see what it does to the color. Okay, it just makes it that much more pops out. It just makes it, well, it makes it a watercolor. So it does look like a real, and this paper is excellent. It can hold the water. It's not gonna warp or do anything weird. There we go. And again, to clean it, just squeeze out the water till it runs clear and we're done. Okay, I'm gonna put the early espresso off to the side. And let's see, what do we want to do now? I'm gonna do a snowbank around the house. So I am going to use Seaside spray just to have a little definition of the snow. Okay, and hopefully my head's not in your way. I'm trying to wrap the snowbank around the house just like that. And add a little water and just make it pop. There we go. I'm coming down with a cold, so if I'm sounding a little bit funny, I apologize. I'm finding it a little hard to breathe, so that's not good. Breathing is good. All right. Now what do we want to do? Let's do some trees. So we have a whole bunch of different size trees with this. We have tall ones, little ones. I'm gonna, to show some distance, I'm gonna put the really small trees up near the house. So I'm just gonna ink it up with Old Olive and stick a tree right about there. I think that works. I'll stick another one over here. Okay, and just some random trees around the yard. Do a couple more. As we get closer to the front, the trees are going to get a little bit bigger until they're the biggest close up. You want to be careful and don't do what I did and push down too hard in your ink pad and get ink all over, because it could make a big mess if you come down too hard. All right, so there we go. Just some random trees wherever you feel like. Just stick them around. Then I'm gonna put a snowman. Let's put the snowman. I'm gonna just stamp him in black and put him right up here, I think. That looks cute. Okay, and I did forget to take the watercolor brush and just go over the trees and just give it a little. All it does is it blends the color a little bit and it makes them pop. I'm not getting much water out of this one. There we go. Okay, bear with me while I do all of my trees here. You could do, with this stamp set, there's mountains, there's lakes, you can, this that I used as a little footprint, that can actually be a meandering river. Like, there's so much that you can do with this stamp set. It's just gorgeous. I've had so much fun playing with it. I have to do some more. So, and because it's, you know, you're just building a scene, it's simple stamping, and so you can make quite a few cards in a short period of time. So it's a really handy, oops, oh no, I got the blue from my brayering. Oh well, that's okay. All right, so there we go. I think I'm gonna add the deer because the deer are really cute. If I can find my early espresso, maybe I don't want early espresso. Maybe I'm gonna bring in some soft suede. Let's put some deer hanging out in the, where should we stick them? I kind of put too many trees in here. We'll put how about right here? There we go. Close that up so I don't have brown everywhere, because, you know, knowing me, I'll put my fingers in it. Again, just add some water in here. There we go. All right, so we're almost done. What we're gonna do now is we're just gonna add some definitions for the trees. So just kind of similar to what we did up here, we're gonna add some blue here, just so it looks like the trees aren't floating in the air. Might help if it's very difficult for me to see because of the angle, so I may not get the snow in the exact spots. And then I'm gonna put some underneath the deer too, because the deer shouldn't be floating in the ground either. The snowman, oops, put the snowman a bit too low, but that's okay, you get the point. So here we go. We're pretty much finished our scene. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little bit of bling to it. Just to, oh no, I got my finger in it. Let me get a wet wipe and clean up my hands before I destroy my card. At least it's Seaside spray, so it'll just look like a little, it'll just look like a little bit of snow. All right. Clean hands in stamping. It's always good to have. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna bring in our fine tip glue pen. And can you tell it's late? I'm almost ready for bed. And oh, this is the one that I have that leaks on me, so I'm gonna get a different one. Here we go. All we're gonna do is we're gonna add some snow. Okay, I'm gonna move all these stamps out of the way because we don't need them anymore. So I'm just gonna put some glue along the bottom here. And we're gonna add some glitter. Okay, so just randomly stick glue here. I'm not gonna even try and put that together on camera because I can never, oh, I just gotta run and get my pad here. I never get my, I can never see to get the tip in there. It takes me forever, so I'm not gonna struggle on camera to do that. I'm just taking the stopper out of this. Okay, and then all we're gonna do is sprinkle some snow where we put the glue. Okay, put it back in here as much as we can so we don't make a mess. And look at that, just that tiny little bit. Just add some bling. Then we're gonna do the same thing with, I'm just gonna get rid of some of this so I can not contaminate the next one, it's Dazzling Diamonds. Okay, so now we're gonna do the exact same thing with the Dazzling Diamonds, but we're gonna put some snow on the house roof and in the snowman. And the Dazzling Diamonds is much, much finer than the ice crystals ones that we just put on. So it just gives it a little bit of a different effect. Oh, put way too much on there. That's okay. I'll just guide it over the house. Voila, we're done. Now where can I put this where I'm not gonna make a mess? What do you think? Pretty cool, eh? So I'm gonna let that dry while we do some stamping. And I'm just gonna bring this in with sentiment. Okay. Oh, and of course I forgot to get my punch, didn't I? Oh, one day I will get everything I need for these videos. Oh, I have some comments. I'm actually seeing comments, but oh, shoot. I just started the video. That's not good. And let me stop it. I will just turn my volume down. Just give me 1 sec. I still can't see the comments. But, so I apologize. I will respond to them when I'm done. Technology. All right. So hopefully this is straight. I can't see because oh, it's not straight. Oh, flip it over. I'm going to stand up and hopefully you guys don't see me standing up. There we go. Much better. Okay, and then if I can find my punch, I will punch it. If not, there we go. So all I'm doing is sticking it in like this, lining it up and giving it a punch. And that gives me a little angle just like that. Okay. Trying to see, oh, here we go. Hey Lena, hey Sandy, thanks for your comments. I love this set too, Sandy. It's just, I can't believe that I haven't started playing with it, and you know, I'm almost finished my Christmas cards, so, but I'll just have to make some more. I'll just have to add people to my list because I just adore it. You can have so much fun with it. All right, so I'm just going to pop out some of the blue here. Let's glue this on. The right side, not the one that I messed up. You can never mess up in stamping. You can always fix it. There's always something you can do. All right. Okay, oh, there we are. Simple, simple, simple. So now let's just add this to our backing. Okay, it should be mostly dry. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, so take out your Tombow and just put it together. This is such a simple, although, you know, it is late at night and I am making tons of silly little mistakes, but it is such a simple card, and I don't know, I think it's quite pretty. And I have so many friends that live out in the country that this would just speak to. Just very peaceful, wintry night. All right, now I'm gonna grab some dimensionals and my scissors, if I can find them. Where the heck did I leave my scissors? There they are, they're hiding. We were making, commenting today on, at the Christmas party on how neat and tidy Sandy's desk is when she's doing her videos, and she's like, yeah, but you should see the disaster outside of the camera. And that's kind of like mine. You have everything around you that you need, but you can never find it because you have it all in spots that you normally wouldn't have it in, just so that it's not in your way in the camera. So it makes us look like we're disorganized. All right, so where do we want this? How about right here? There you go. Now all we have to do is the inside. So let's take our Whisper White, if I can find it. Haha, found one. Again, we're going to take the sentiment from the Peaceful Boughs. I can't speak tonight. I've already explained that. It's been, I don't know, it just feels like such a long week and such a fast weekend that I haven't recovered. I think everybody is feeling that way right now with the holidays. Just so much to do, very little time to do it in. All right, so what do you think? Do you think we need to maybe add a couple trees along the bottom, or just leave it simple and plain? Well, why don't we add some sparkle? I like sparkle. We'll just do some random blobs. What do you think? Good enough? I like it. Simple, clean. Give it a little dry. Put it in. Look at my hands. You would think, oh, look at how much blue I have all over me. It's not because I put my fingers in the ink pad, honestly. It's from here. All right. Oh, and look, I even got some up here. There you go. What do you think? I like it. I'm a little biased, but I do like it. So remember when I was showing you just the flicking of the water? So you can see here, you get some, just how it dries. It just makes it look a little starry. So that's another really cool effect that you can do for the sky instead of stamping the silver on it. Okay, so that's it. That's the card tonight. Thank you very much for watching and for your comments. It's the first time that I've actually been able to see the comments, so I'm very excited. I just wanted to share with you also, Stampin'Up has a new catalog coming, which I showed you, I think, last week, the cover. We're not allowed to show you anything else from the inside, but they have a promotion for when you sign up, starting January 3rd. And look at this mini trimmer. Like, is this not adorable? So not only do you get all the perks of being part of Stampin'Up, and that's the amazing friends that you're going to meet, a discount on your crafting supplies. You don't have to sell it. You don't have to demonstrate it. You can just shop, buy all the stuff that you're going to buy, and get a discount. But what they do is when celebration starts, is they're throwing this in, okay? Your starter pack. So your starter pack is, I believe it's $135, all included, tax, shipping, everything. You don't pay tax, you don't pay shipping. It's $135. You get, I believe, $165 worth of stuff. You get this. So this is a paper sampler. So it's all the new DSP. Well, not all of the new DSP, but a sample of the new DSP that's in the upcoming catalog. Isn't this gorgeous? Like, look at this. So much fun. We're going to have so much fun with all of these new products. So you get this, another stamp set of your choice, and you can become a Stampin'Up demonstrator. So if you're not a demonstrator already, and you're interested, let me know. I can let you know all the details. Thank you for joining me, and we will talk to you next week. Have a great week and have a great evening. Take care. Bye-bye.